Hey guys and gals in video land, it's Bortone. I'm here with my friend and colleague Therese Skelly. We go way back, right, Therese?
We
Way
really
back.
do. Yeah.
And Therese has been coaching me and helping me with mindset stuff for many years around money and mindset, around all kinds of cool stuff. So thanks again for appearing as one of our guest experts. And what I wanted to kind of pick your brain about a little bit was a lot of folks that I work with, myself included back in the day, are sort of not really enthusiastic about being on camera. They're a little camera shy, or they just kind of get overwhelmed with the idea of video. And I thought, well, you do a lot around mindset, obviously. And I wonder if you have any suggestions for people kind of getting over themselves or getting past that from a
Yeah.
mindset standpoint.
Yes, there's a couple things. So part of it is like you use the word get over it. That's kind of it. And
Yeah.
what I love about today's world is like literally you can use your phone and your video star. It doesn't have to have, I'm in my office. We don't have any fancy recording stuff. It's not like the old days where you had to have everything professionalized. So I think, I don't mean to say lower your standards, but these are for most of the videos that we're going to be doing, like no like trust videos, getting people to see your vibe. You don't need to have, stage makeup and directors and 36 cameras.
Right.
And so that's part of it is like, chill the heck out. It's just like, hey, how are you? So some of it is, what are you comparing to? It's not Hollywood. It's not super high-end info products. It's just like, what's your agenda? For me, my agenda is always like, I just want people to feel me, get my vibe. And sometimes my vibe has like really a bad hair day. Or sometimes it's got crappy lighting. Here we go. And so some of it is chill out, just chill out. Like it's not, I'm not saying it's not that important, but don't make it so important in terms of the production of it.
Right. Yeah.
Not wrong. And you're the king at showing people how to do, you like the anime, I've seen your products over the years. You have so many ways to get around it. And then sometimes you just got to get in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So a couple of things about that. Let me back up. I'm going to just go deep, like within the first 2 minutes. Notice the stories in your head.
Right.
Like, why don't you want to be in camera? It could be like, oh, my wrinkles, or I'm too fat, or I look too old. Here's what I always hear. Everybody already knows that. I don't say anything different, blah, blah, blah. If you would imagine, number one, that that's not true, because usually those are voices of shame. So like if I'm sitting here going, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be 60. I'm looking so old. You're sitting there going, no, you look fine. Shut up. I want to hear what you have to say. Like stop with the self-judgment. I just want to hear what you got. Right. So the first thing when you start doing it is, what's holding you back? Like write down all the voices of resistance. And then just kind of take it and go, if I have a message in the world, like, do people really care about these? Like, nobody really cares.
Right.
So that's number one. Figure out what's underneath. Number two, get in touch with why you're doing this. And nobody's doing a video to do a video. Maybe you do. You're kind of a geek. But what's the why of doing a video? Okay, well, so you want to reach more people. Well, what's the why of reaching more people? Because so if you go really dive it down, at the core of it, Lou, what I believe is, because you're like one of those mission-driven people, you're here to make a difference, right? There's somebody that's praying for your solution. They really are. And so if you get out of your own, like, oh, what are people going to think? And go, God dang it, somebody out there really needs to hear this message. It's imperative that somebody hears this message.
Yeah.
What am I willing to do? For me, I'm kind of willing to walk through fire to help the people I'm supposed to help. So take the focus off of your small self, like, oh, can I do it? I'm scared. And put the focus on your bigger mission. And then it's kind of like you can bypass the little neurotic voices in your head and just go, okay, in order to help those people I'm supposed to help, I'll show up, wrinkles, fat, whatever and all, I got to do it, right? So those are just a couple ways to get your mind shifted into being more comfortable doing it.
Yeah, no, those are great suggestions. And I know you've done a lot of Facebook Live, and one of the things I like about that is I call it like a come as you are party, because
100%.
like,
yes.
I mean, maybe the expectations are a little bit different, but Facebook Live is more about being in the moment and the message than,
The production. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. And some people will say, oh, but Marie Folio, this or that. And you said the things like comparisons, like, well, that's Marie. She has a crew, she has whatever, and that's great, but you have your own message and your own style. So
watch the comparison. See, comparison is a voice of shame. Because we never walk up going, you know, I'm so much better. Like, dang, I'm so much more fabulous than y'all. Most of us go, oh, I'm so much, like we compare down. We always compare down. And that's a shame message. And sometimes, you know, I will tell you, I for example, I was working with a client who was Danish. And there are very much our cultural narratives about not being seen, about visible. So sometimes the voices that are holding you back, it comes from the ancestors. It comes from your lineage, your DNA. You just kind of go like, is that even mine? Is that even true? Like, is it really true that if I'm successful, but like the whole world's going to blow up? So you kind of, that's why that writing that resistance down and ask, is it even true? But if you can out those crappy thoughts, then you can just go, psh.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to do it. And like you said, you know, if you have a message that matters, you almost have a responsibility to just do it, you know?
Yes. Yeah. Not even almost, you do. You just do.
Great advice. So and what kinds of stuff are you working on these days? I love the stuff that you do. Obviously, we've worked together in the past on various things, but this is like the shameless plug portion of our program.
Shameless plug. Wahoo. Okay, how about I refer people to a free video series that I did. Doing video. Woohoo. So, you know, so one of the things that I'm kind of talking about today, and I don't know if you know this one, but I think in some people, I know I have felt it. There's like the pain of untapped potential. Like, you know, you should be doing more, you could be, but for whatever reason, you can't flip that switch, right? Yeah. And there's a lot of reasons, and it's not just because you need more Twitter followers and a better strategy. Those help. But there's specific reasons why we have that potential, where it comes from, where it gets stuck, and what you can do to finally, like, as I call it, activate your potential. So I have a 4-part video series called Activate Your Potential, or the Potential Activator series. I don't remember the title. But basically, that's what it is. And they're little videos, because I personally am not going to watch an hour and a half. Maybe Brenda Burchard can get away with long videos, but I like 10-minute little videos so you can sit and, you know, easily consume them. So that's what that is.
All right, cool. Send me the link. I'll put it below this little interview. And we'll check it out. So thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us. I appreciate it. It's always good to see you.
Thanks.
And there's the doggy. So,
there's the doggy.